Leaves by Snoop.
Oh, fuck you.
Here we go. I fucking hate you. Good morning, America.
What are you guys
I just,
talking
I
about?
just like can't
His Leafs
stand
by
you
Snoop
right now.
beanie.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was like, what are
I
you
can't
gonna kill
stand you,
him
Dagger,
for?
right now. Yeah, we want to cut him and take his beanie
It's like,
because it's so tight. It's so cool. He's
So
got a
silly.
Snoop's and Snoop's by Leaf just gave it to him.
Yeah.
Good for you, though. That's
Big
awesome. That's
Leafs by Snoop.
awesome.
You better not wear that around Angel.
You better come
Oh, I
bring.
know,
Hey,
I gotta-
Leafs by Snoop need to bring me some stuff and shouting them out and all. Just saying.
I gotta put a GPS on this thing.
I gotta put a GPS tracker on my hat and encode it with a chip like my dogs.
Just wear it to work. See how many comments you get on it.
All right, so let's do this, guys. As a matter of fact, just while we're kind of talking about fun stuff and how Dagger's got a cool Snoop Leaf by Snoop hat or whatever, and so screw you, Dagger. And yeah, let's move on now. No, I was playing. So I did want to talk to you guys though. It is time for our cannabis story in the 6 o'clock hour. Yo, dis and dat dank news. Could better dosing practices help the cannabis industry and patients? Cammie, it is the Apothecary Power Hour. Tell them.
Apothecary Farms is made possible by Apothecary Farms on 1917 Santa Fe and Pueblo on Delta Drive in the Springs and on South Broadway in Denver. It's obvious why Apothecary is Colorado's leader in concentrates. So stop in, just look us up on Google or Weed Maps.
Yeah.
Apothecary's on Broadway.
Not yet, dog. But I just want you to have that for in a few minutes, okay?
Yeah.
So, so in 2012, we voted to legalize cannabis in Colorado, and we really didn't see a lot of the major effects of that until like 2013, 2014, 2015. 2015, we saw the governor pass a law that even a convicted criminal from having their medication.
Right.
We saw a lot of laws go a lot of ways. We saw them not back protecting gun rights for gun owners. We saw them, we've seen a lot of things happen in pot. But what we haven't seen is we've seen them try to do things that are outside related to pot, but we haven't seen them really do things inside related to pot, like figuring out dosing structures. You know what I mean? Because do you guys realize that most of us are just, in a sense, you could say, not the same by all means, because, opioid pills and stuff are not the same as weed, guys. Listen, don't let the government fool you with the way they structure scheduling. They're still not the same. They're not even close.
Right.
But essentially, it could be argued. I'm here to be the naysayer. As the moderator of our show, I'm here to be the naysayer. So I'm naysaying that could it be possible that you're basically being handed a bottle of pills and being like, hey, just take them when you need them? That's kind of the equivalent of pot's dosing right now, though. In a sense.
Kinda. In a sense, they just do tell you, here it is. Take what works for you.
Yeah. So I think that if we narrow down the genetic code of the plants, right? The genetic coding of these plants, if we allow research to really go full-fledged like you would for any narcotic on the market, right? If we allow that to happen, then we could genetically identify and target specific cannabinoids and specific terpene combinations, as we've already started doing, but literally have a scientific backing to it, not just a bunch of people saying, yeah, it makes me feel good, but actual real scientific testing behind it. And if we can pinpoint those genetic things and then have that scientific backing behind it, I think that we could help dose people better.
Yes.
Because we run into things like people go, I need to take a day off or 2 days off and reset my cannabinoid system. And then I have somebody like Devin Granny who goes, if you were on nitroglycerin pills, would you stop taking them for a day? No, you're dumb. You die. So you won't die from stopping taking your weed, though. But I'm just trying to make a point here.
Right.
But here's the whole thing is everyone, like you said, everyone's different. Their dosing is going to be different. So it's up to typically the person to find out the regimen and find out the dosing scheme that actually works for them.
Right.
Now, a daily CBD type regimen, that is a daily thing. You can't stop taking that. Basically that's going to do you more harm than it is actually good if you stop and start, because you have to let it build back up. You have to let your system, start accepting it once again. So, that type of medicine you have to take every day. Now, do you have to take, 1,000 milligrams of indica every night to go to sleep?
Of course
Probably not.
Yeah.
But, that's up to the individual, honestly.
She said me.
Me. But I don't feel like I'm ever overdosing on cannabis. I think that's the stark difference between pharmaceuticals, as we can draw parallels to theory, but we can't draw direct parallels because they're so different. There's such an indifference there that you can't draw a parallel to any other drug to THC because, like I said, nobody's died from THC. People have died from many of Big Pharma's pills, different ones, not just one.
Well, you've seen people actually try to overdose themselves on THC or edibles like that, taking these, 5,000 milligram edibles.
You're just
You
gonna
know,
sleep a couple
No,
days.
literally, no. Well, what they do is they literally sit here in the chair and they drool on themselves and they don't move. You can't get them, and they're just so messed up. That's
look like a
all
drunk
that
person.
happens. Yeah, it looks like you've downed a bottle of Jack.
Yeah.
So a typical dagger night out. Got it.
Tuesday.
Typical Tuesday.
On a Tuesday.
Let's do this, guys. When we get, you guys are done. When we get back, it's gonna be the top of the hour, and we're gonna have some fun. But before we can go to the top of the hour, we gotta go now.
It's blazing.
Damn it! I wanted to do it.
Pitter patter.
All right. So on the next one, we'll do on the next whatever
That's good.
is going on in this
Hi
freaking
guys.
world, we're gonna do something. I wanted to do a qualification. Then we're gonna do a wacky tacky glue giveaway.
Oh, it'll be at
So stay tuned. We're at wacky tacky glue giveaway coming up.
It's a 7 o'clock hour anyway. That's when
Got
most
us coming
people
over
are
for
in the
dinner.
car, so.
I have two.